so I don't have to follow under your control. Then we find here that we have the problem of people. The problem of people. You say, what are the problem of people? Here in the text, if you actually look at verse 11, let me bring you up to speed. I'm so sorry. We're in a text right now where the Israelites have been in the wilderness for so long. They have been stuck in this one particular place, waiting to leave, waiting to be broken free and everything like that. And they get to a point to where now it is time where there's a way of escape. It's a way to get out. But guess what? They don't want to get out. They don't want to get out. They want to stay where they are. You know why? Because they're familiar with it. They're comfortable with it. And this is all I know for 40 years. I've been right here. I've been doing the same thing for 40 years. Don't come and tell me that we got to do it a different way. Don't tell me how I'm going to do it because I've been doing it this way all my life and it's working this way. So don't tell me how to do it. And we have these group of people who is trying to be free. Moses is trying to get them to the point to where he said it's time to move forward. We tired of this. We done done this long enough. I'm tired of it myself. I'm ready to get to a point where I can actually get to the promised land. And so they go through different tasks where Moses go before Pharaoh and say, let my people go. God gave him instructions to tell him, let my people go. Each time that he went to him, he said, tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And each time Pharaoh, when it came down to it, Pharaoh would say, no. So what would God tell Moses? He'll say, extend your hand. There's a rod in your hand. This is what I want you to do. They went through 7 different plots, 7 different things, and they got to a point to where now they're at a moment to where it's now they're running from the Pharaoh and his armies. They're running from Pharaoh and his armies, and now they're stuck at a Red Sea. They're stuck right here. And because they're so familiar with what's going on, and because they're going by from what all they know, they stand right here by the Red Sea. The text says that they look back and they see Pharaoh and all his army surrounding them. And they begin to get nervous. They begin to get afraid. They begin to get upset. But what they forgot and what they didn't realize was that Moses was the one that heard from God. Moses was the one who had been with them for the 40 years. And each time that they needed something, Moses went to God on their behalf. And Moses came back with the instructions for them. Not once did God fail them in the wilderness. So now they're at a point now to where I don't know what to do. My enemies are coming upon me. Everything is seen to be on my back right now. What do I do? And so Moses has a problem with the people. He has a problem with the people. You say, how does he have a problem with the people? The people cried and said, Moses, why are you doing this to us? We was fine where we at. Wasn't nobody bothering us. We accepted the fact that we were slaves. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do. Why bring us all the way to this point only to die when we could have just stayed back, living, and still working? And so they began to question. Can I tell you something? There'll be people in your life, people that will question your forward movement. And the funny thing about it is that the people that will question your forward movement ain't even moving themselves. You got to be careful of those in your life that will sit up there and try to stop your forward progression. And you got to ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? You ain't doing nothing but sitting at home. You ain't got no job. You ain't did nothing with your life in the last 2 years. You ain't even going to school. Why should I listen to you? You ain't even trying to go somewhere. But I realize that I have something on the inside of me that's pushing and tugging on me. I have destiny on the inside of me. And I'm trying to get to the promised land while you sitting here doing nothing. Nothing. You ain't doing nothing. And what I realize is that sometimes we need to learn this new thing that I like to call the anointing of shut up. The anointing of shut up. You say, what's the anointing of shut up? Sometimes you just got to tell people to shut up. I don't mean to be rude about it, but just shut up. Because sometimes when you're trying to get to a certain place in God, there's people that say, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Oh no, that's not going to work out. Oh no, don't do that now. If you do that, you're going to make a whole bunch of people mad. Shut up! You ain't doing nothing. So I got to get to a point where I say, you know what? Shut up. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't getting me nowhere, so shut up. And each time somebody comes to you when you trying to move somewhere and they ain't trying to go to where you trying to go, just shut up. You ain't even got to tell them. You just in your spirit be like, shut up. When they start talking